Get the fuck out of here.
Double down, lug nut. Welcome to the Fo0H Tribe, bitches. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Baby, oh yeah. Butchie, episode 7, pal. You got to be fired up. In this one, I yelled him because he's barking so loud. You'll have to listen to it and hear where that is. But I'm kind of fired up for episode 7, guys. We got a twofer for you. We got Outlaw and we got Sully. Two guys that have been knowing each other and grown up together in Tennessee, off the game, obviously. And we got introduced to them earlier on in our madness for dance days. And, you know, we've just been connected ever since. And, you know, Outlaw is, you know, much like Deadly. He's a pusher. He's a runner. He's a freaking... do whatever you need to do to kill people fast, and Sully's the absolute opposite. And so we've adopted this phrase for Sully here where, you know, everything is his fault, you know, and he just kind of gets that. And, you know, you're playing in a game and, you know, you die at the circle for whatever reason, and Sully's not even in the game, it's Sully's fault. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, that's how it works. It's just Sully's fault. I mean, you'll see why later on. And true to form, you know, when we started the podcast, he would log in and then, like, jump out. I don't know what happened. He was having some technical difficulties. I mean, Sully's just not, he's not technically savvy. But that's okay. We still love him. And we kept it in here, so you'll have a chance to listen to kind of Outlaw and I just beat him up here for a little while. But I'm super excited to introduce to you both Sully and Outlaw, integral members of the Fo0H Tribe. And without further ado, episode 7. The Fo0H Tribe Podcast.
And we're live.
All right, here we go. All right, so this is the third time Sully's left the frickin' studio and left us hanging. You know what? This is a perfect transition. This is an absolutely perfect transition. You want to know why, Outlaw?
Why?
Every time we get online, it's me, Sully, Thick, Deuce, you know what I mean? Like, as soon as you freaking jump on.
And there he goes. He's gone.
And there he goes. And he's fucking gone again. What is he doing?
He's trying to join me.
Why is he trying to join you?
He can't help it.
He's inept. All right, so now we're rolling on. It's the fourth time, Sully. Whatever you're pressing, stop pressing it.
Yeah, don't push nothing. Put your controller down, son.
Okay, stop pressing things. Anyway,
can you still hear us when you leave, or is it like booting you out?
All right, so don't refresh anything. Just leave the computer alone or the Xbox alone.
God, and he's
damn.
Gone.
And he's fucking gone. I mean, this is quintessential Sully.
I feel like we're in a Warzone lobby.
I feel like we're in a Warzone match. I mean, we all have to be patient with him.
Podcast gold. And he's back. You got to be quick with him. You got to.
All right, don't touch anything. Okay, good. All right, good. All right, so just to kind of dovetail back into where we were before we lost you 3 times, you know, we've kind of gotten all of us.
You son of a bitch.
Are you just what? Can
retarded.
he start a car?
No, he's retarded.
All right. So I'm going to share with you the episode that we did. Now, let me just finish my train of thought. My train of thought is that we all realized in the tribe that Sully, as soon as you hop online, Outlaw, he's fucking gone. Doesn't matter who he's with. I'm fucking playing. I'm playing with Outlaw. He's my boy. I can't leave him hanging. And, you know, like all that stuff. So it was me, Deuce, and Monroe. We're all in a game, and we finish, and he's like, ooh, Outlaw's on. I got to go. And then that's when I pinged you. So let me see if I can get there. Hold on.
Oxide to Disciple 2. What's your status? Over.
All right, see y'all.
What?
Yeah, I gotta go.
What?
Oh,
Oh.
you going to?
You know what? Let's fight Outlaw. I'm going to text Outlaw and tell him to bail on
Let's go. Let's go.
Did you see Outlaw just said, all right, let me finish this game?
No. You dirty dog. You dirty dog.
We
We just dropped in. I fucking left. Oh, he's so busy. He's calling me. Hey, no, everybody, listen. Everybody join him, and then we'll all fucking leave again.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Oxide, we ran into a sandstorm out here. We're taking shelter in a small cave until it clears up. Over.
Okay, so let's hit it. This is the first time I'm doing this. This is exclusive. Can you hear it?
Yeah, I hear it. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I gotta go.
Oh.
You know what? Fight Outlaw.
Let's go.
Did you see Outlaw just said, all right, let me finish this game?
No.
That's when I texted you. No, Dylan.
You dirty dog.
This is the best.
You dirty dog.
We just dropped in. I fucking left. Hey, no, everybody, listen. Everybody join him, and then we'll all fucking leave.
Oh, dude.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, dude, it's so fucking good. You
And
know,
that's
and
what it's all about right there, man. It's about, all of us cutting each other's shit and just, it's the hang, man. And everybody gets along, and it's just, hey, look who decides to join us.
I mean,
Hey,
Sully,
I'm sure I'll go right away, but I completely restarted everything.
okay.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, look, I don't know if did you ever see the TikTok that I posted where you bailed on us and then Outlaw bailed on you?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Okay. Yeah. So what we were saying is, you have a tendency, and we understand 100% why, when Outlaw comes, you're gone. And, we were
Right.
playing with Deuce and Monroe, and, I think we had won a match, or I can't remember what it was, but bang, there you are, and you fucking bail. And thank God Outlaw was like, let's fucking do it. I guess you called him. Like, fucking, like,
Yeah.
why the...
Like, bro, I joined your lobby, and then I realized he left. I was like, oh my god.
All right, so Sully, obviously you and Outlaw have known each other for a really long time, but one of the typical questions that we usually start off asking is like, how did you get into video games, and kind of what was the catalyst for you to do it? Can you kind of give us like a high-level overview?
Honestly, wasn't ever really too big into video games, and then I had a Fuller wreck when I was 19.
Okay, hold on.
So
What's a Fuller wreck?
A four-wheeler wreck.
A four-wheeler wreck, okay.
Yeah, and so I was on bed rest for a couple months, so I got really into gaming, and then after that, it just stuck with me.
Now, Outlaw, were you with Sully when he got in the four-wheeler wreck?
No, so he was actually with another one of our friends. The fucking retards. We're going in. I know the story quite well.
I gotta hear it.
So he had was it the Renegade? He had a brand new Renegade.
Yeah, the Renegade.
I mean, he ain't had this son of a bitch.
Oh, I had
maybe,
it for like 4 months.
Oh, hell. They're fucking brand new. So they're in front of his house. And he lives kind of on like a side street beside the highway.
Right.
And so you can do pretty much whatever you want on his road. So he's like, okay, how fast can I go on this motherfucker in reverse?
No, this is not how that goes.
And how old were you?
12, 14, 19.
Outlaw, Outlaw story seems to veer off a little bit.
Listen, I'm telling you, it's all the same. From 12 to 19,
It's all the same. Same intelligence. No growth at all. Got it.
No growth.
And so what happened? Did you go ask him for tea? What happened?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, this is true.
No,
I thought you were in reverse.
It is true to an extent.
Well, what's not true about the story, Sully?
Across the ditch, me and Buddy were headed to a swimming hole, so we were going to hit the creek, which is right beside this road.
Right.
And seen a buddy after we had crossed the ditch into the field. Seen a buddy up on the highway, and he had pulled off to the side to talk to us. So we backed up, and when I got in the ditch, it kind of got stuck. And there's this fancy little yellow button that says override for reverse to let it give it all it's got.
Got it.
So I'm stuck in the ditch, so I just hit the button and give her all the beans. And when it hits the pavement, our buddy Will, all his body weight's on my body weight, and we're on the on the handlebars at this point. And
Now,
we're
did you
up
break a collarbone? What did you break?
No, we hit the road, and it got to, I'd say, 30, 40, and dumped us, and I was fine. Skint my elbows to the bone, and then the four-wheeler eventually tackled me.
Right.
So it broke my pelvis in 5 places.
Holy shit, are you serious?
Yeah, I got life flighted.
Yeah.
It was a fun adventure.
You got
You
life
were in
lighted?
the hospital for a while.
Yeah.
And so your dad bought you an Xbox while you were bedridden? How long were you in the bed for?
No, I had one, and I actually had a PlayStation back then, but
Right.
no, so yeah, I think I was on bed rest. I don't know, 3 months.
Yeah, it was a while. 3 or 4
Wow.
months.
That's
Yeah,
an epic
it was
story.
An adventure.
That's
It
an
was
epic
adventure.
story. So
A lot of boredom.
the injury compelled you to get into video games more than you had in the past because you were bedridden, and from there it's just turned into exactly what we do, just sort of a place
Oh,
where we
yeah.
just come and just fucking bust balls.
You get off work and you try to use this for a stress reliever, and then you're ready to punch your TV screen. You know.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. All right, well, Outlaw, I would imagine that you don't have a similar injury / story that compelled you to play video games, but give us the lowdown.
So, I've been in video games for a while. I had a little brother, and we were pretty close to the same age.
Mhm.
And my first console was Super Nintendo. I remember when we got it, I was 5 years old, man. We were so pumped. We had the first Mortal Kombat, and we had Super Mario Brothers. We were so freaking pumped, man, just to play it. That's all we did. If we weren't outside, like, we were always outside doing something,
Right.
fighting each other with sticks or beating the shit out of each other
Throwing
with
mud at
rocks,
each other.
something.
Yeah.
And we played football, and we did karate and stuff like that. But me and my brother, that's all we wanted to do. We wanted to go home. I wanted to be Scorpion, and he wanted to be Sub-Zero, and we wanted to beat the fuck out of each other. And that's all we wanted to do. And so we did that until, I don't know, we got a little older, and then we got a Sega Dreamcast.
Ooh.
And from there, we were playing Sonic the Hedgehog, and then, of course, Mortal Kombat. That was our thing. We loved Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
That was our game, man.
Yeah.
Every arcade we went to, like, where's the Mortal Kombat games? That's what we got to play that.
Right.
And so it was always me and my brother. And we also loved, what was big then in the 90s was WWF.
Yes.
We loved it, dude. Stone Cold and The Rock, like, that was our heroes.
Of course.
So every wrestling game that came out, we had it. Like, we had to get it. And we just had to have it. And we would play a match and then stop the match and beat the shit out of each other. I mean, fucking Stone Cold Stunners and Rock Bottoms all the way across the living room.
Hell yeah.
And that's what we
Hell
did.
yeah.
And then, so from there, I can't remember if we got, we had Game Boys, we played Pokemon, shit like
Right.
that.
Right.
So, I mean, intertwined throughout my whole life, we've been involved in video games, but then we got the PS1 and we were playing like, I don't know, Call of Duty, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, it transitioned into what it is now. But it really, really playing online, I didn't start doing that till we were right out of high school. I didn't, in high school, me and Sully, we were too busy trying to get up in some field somewhere.
Yeah, you're trying to get
chasing
laid or
girls
whatever.
and,
Yeah.
That's all we were doing.
Keg parties in
And-
the woods. Yeah.
Never.
Exactly. But
The James Farm was a happening place.
yes, it was a good time.
Is
Yeah,
that where you
shoot
met your
Dallas.
wife? Is that where you met your wife, Sully?
Dude, I swear, I met my first wife there. That's no fucking
He in
lie.
fact did.
Right by the old keg pump.
No, we were too
Beautiful-
redneck
it's
for
a
the keg
beautiful
back
story.
then.
It's a notebook tale.
Oh, go. Let's hear it.
So, well, she showed up there with some guy. I don't even remember who it was. But this was like 3 a.m, and she just walked up to me, and I was like, "Hey, show me your titties." And she pulled her shirt up, and I told her to her face, I said, "I'm gonna marry you."
This is in fact 100%
This is fucking
true.
true.
Is that like the going, Tennessee pickup line? Like, just show me your tits.
Oh, brother. Yes, it was at least.
Oh, it was love at first nipple.
Oh my God, I know, right? Like, and that's the end of the story. Like,
Yeah, 2 kids later, and then we got a divorce, and now I'm with my lovely wife now, and we have another child, and it's going great. But yeah, that I mean, back to the video game stuff. That was the gist of it. Me and my brother, I mean, we were always really close because we were close to the same age, and that's.
Is he older or younger?
No, he's younger. He's a couple years younger.
A couple years younger. Okay. So did you always have the upper hand?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh no, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Even once he got bigger.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
Yeah, no. Listen, Outlaw reminds me a lot of Deadly in the fact that he's aggressive. I mean, he just listen so that Sully, he doesn't sit back and chill out like while you're trying to snipe people 3,000 yards away on a whole nother map that we're not even playing.
No.
Like Outlaw freaking runs into the fucking heat of the battle while you're saying, "All right, hold on. I gotta dope in this scope over here."
Nope.
Me and Paul are trying to strategize on how to win this game, and then
Nope, and I'm running around butt naked in the field somewhere and trying to fucking shoot somebody with an arrow.
Trying to throw a knife across the fucking lake.
Fuck it, whatever I can pick up, knife, it don't matter.
Right. Oh, that is so great. It is so great. Well, the other thing too, Sully, you should know this because you're one of the OGs. Like, do you recall it all? Butch, can you shut the fuck up?
Here's Butchie.
So, do you recall like when we first played together? Because I know it was in there for dance, but I can't remember
Plunder.
how. Was it Plunder?
Well, I played with Paul.
Right.
And Paul was like, "Hey, I've got 2 other guys I play with a lot, which were you, your Hog, and then at the time he was called Deuce."
Right. Yeah.
Which is
Actually,
now Thanos.
yeah.
So yeah, that's where Paul kind of just pulled me in, and we all started playing Plunder together.
And then you brought Outlaw into the mix.
I believe so.
Yeah, I think that's probably
Yeah,
what I mean.
So how it started really was, me and Sully, we've been playing.
Yeah.
We've been playing Call of Duty ever since. I mean,
The
really, our
zombies.
game was Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
Zombies, man. That's what we did. We would go hunting. We were big into duck hunting. I don't know, 10 years ago. And
Who isn't?
if we weren't hunting, we were playing zombies, and that's just what we did.
And if we
We
were
weren't
hunting,
shooting shit on the
we were
river.
wanting
We
to
were shooting
leave.
shit on
Hooked to go play zombies.
We were ready to leave to go play zombies. Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. And
like, fuck this shit. You ready to go play?
Until now, and but yeah, no.
And
So we
still,
started
every
out.
now and then we still play these zombies because we've both uploaded it to our Xboxes.
We love it.
All right, but Outlaw, how do you remember getting introduced to us? Go.
So me and Sully were playing Verdansk, and we were doing Plunder, trying to level up guns and stuff. We were playing a few. I mean, we have a few other guys we used to play with.
Right.
And he came across P. It was P first, Monroe.
Right.
And then we would do trios and stuff, and then Monroe introduced all of us, or me and Sully, to you guys.
Right.
That's kind of how we got. I think him and Sully hit each other up on a random, and then ever since then we've been
connected. Because I remember we would play with. Because at the time your screen name wasn't Sully; it was Coltrane. And
Well, it's because there's a story to that.
all
too,
right,
yeah.
let's hear it. Let's hear it.
At that time, I had been living in a trailer at a different location, and it was kind of just a party spot.
Right.
And then it got to where there was a guy that would stay a lot, and then it became to where he just never went home, and his
Right.
Xbox ended up at my house, and we would play UFC and shit until 3 a.m.
Right.
And I told him, at some point, like 3 months in, I was like, "Hey, dude, you ever gonna go home?" He was like, "Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about
3
asking
months.
you, to live here."
What took so long?
Well, I mean, I would get up, go to work, and come back, and he was there. And so I was
Did you
like,
know this
ever gonna-
guy, or was he just a random?
Yeah,
No,
okay.
no.
Oh, okay.
No,
One
I
of your
had
boys.
known him for
All right.
for quite a while, but so yeah, and then he was like, "Well, I was, thinking maybe I could just, move in here full time." And then of course I was like, "Well, you already kind of have, but you haven't paid any rent."
Right.
I was like, "So I'm gonna need you to," and I gave him a price, he was like, "Yeah, I can do that." So he got a job at plant really close to here, and 2 months went by, and I was like, "Hey, dude, you still haven't paid anything." I was like, "You're either gonna have to go, or you're gonna have to start paying."
Right.
Well, I went to work and come home, and most of his things were gone, but the Xbox was left behind.
I love
So I
it.
took it hostage, and it was mine then.
Right.
And so I moved
You
here,
adopted
and
you adopted the screen name Coltrane.
our
Yeah, because his
Coltrane,
name was
yes, I
Cole.
did.
Oh my God, that's a great
Yeah.
story. I had no idea.
Yeah, so I
Little
took
history.
the Xbox as a collateral, which didn't quite add up to the rent, but it was what it was.
Yeah, so I think it would be safe to say that your playing style is a little bit more, I'd say well thought out. Maybe more tactical. Like we don't need to rush anywhere. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, I mean, depending on the day,
Right.
yes.
I agree.
More than not, I like to strategize, which is why I kicked it off with P so well, because he is a lot the same.
Yeah, no, he is. He's definitely got a niche on what he knows that he's good at, and so do you. And that's good. I mean, like we all got to have those type of players, like the support guys. But I think we've all kind of
Yeah.
got accustomed to the fact that if there's a gunfight, the first person that's running as fast as away from the fight is you. I mean, like you just, how many times, Outlaw, we ended the game where Sully's the only one left?
Or he's laying over there because he broke his legs.
Or he's in the
And
smoke.
that has happened.
No, we're like, hey, where's Sully at? Hey, I need somebody to come pick me up.
Now I have another video that I'm going to inject in here too, but I don't know if I'll share it with you. But
Oh boy.
Sully, listen, I think one of the great things about all of us being together is that we all know our strengths and we all know our weaknesses. And on a couple occasions, the majority of the time, it's hard to clutch 4 against 1. It's hard to clutch against 2 against 1, 1-on-1, right? So I was playing with Sully on Rebirth, and you might have been there, Outlaw, too. But I was watching. You know how, like, when you die, you can watch what the actual person you spectate. So I was spectating.
Oxide to Disciple 2, what's your status? Over.
Way to go, Coltrane!
这种严重违法行为践踏香港法治，破坏香港社会秩序，损害香港的根本利益，是对一国两制底线的公然挑战。
Nice movement, dude! Way to go, bro! Hey, way to go!
Oxide, we ran into a sandstorm out here. We're taking shelter in a small cave until it clears up. Over.
And fucking Sully does this jump slide out of this tent and fucking locks in on this guy and takes the fucking win. Takes the win. I'm screaming from the hilltops, way to go, Sully! Yeah, way to go! And so what I did was on this TikTok, and I'll inject it right in here, is I found some Chinese news person speaking Chinese, and I injected like this international, news alert. Sully fucking clutches, in Warzone, and it's all Chinese and all kinds of that kind of stuff. And it was just one of those games where, you weren't quite sure how it was going to turn out. And then when he fucking pulled the trigger and just laid the smackdown, I couldn't have been more happy for him. Because how many times have we also heard, I can't fucking hit anybody. I'm missing all my shots.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Sully's the first to admit that, if he's having a bad game, he's having a bad game. And that's, not everybody does that. I mean, Deuce will tell you that everybody's cheating. You know what I mean? But Sully will be like, I'm just not into it tonight.
I fucking suck.
I'm just terrible. And we all kind of go, yeah. We all have those nights. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what's great about this group, man, is because we all, sometimes you get on and your shots are on, everything's going good. And then the next night you've had a bad day at work, you get on and the game's shit. It feels like everybody's hacking. We all say that a lot.
We do.
And not everybody is.
No.
We just suck sometimes. And
right.
But at the end of the day, we have this group and it's fun and it's still a release. Whether it's a bad time or a good time, you're still on here, you're in your own world, it's an escape.
It's
it
an
feels like
escape
you're
from the
there.
real world.
It
It
feels
really
like
does.
you're there.
I mean,
And
keep
having a
going,
group
Outlaw.
of guys like this makes it even better. I mean, it's just I don't really
Well,
know how else to say it.
I mean, well, let me ask you this question, and this is when it first really occurred to me how, and this is going to sound fucking crazy, but I'm sure you'll be able to relate to it. But like, how many times have you been in the final circle, right? And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you get sniped, you're down, and you know that you can get fucking revived, but you also know that if you are like, Sully, I need you, or Outlaw, I need you, everybody's like, fuck it, I'm gonna get them. You know what I mean? Like, if we lose,
Yep.
we lose. And they come over and they fucking res you, and you're like, oh my God, he fucking did it. And you're like,
Exactly.
it's like legit, like saving my life in this video game. And I'm feeling like
Yes.
I'm forever grateful. I'm like, thank you so much. Like, I was talking to Thick last night, and he was talking about, we were playing Fortune's Keep, and I was running with my sticks and my shields, you know what I mean? And he goes, Deadly dies, so he's got to go buy him back. And he's like, Hog, listen, I'm buying Deadly back because I need fucking guns. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have guns. I'm like, do it, buy him back. What's the first weapon Deadly picks up? A fucking shield. And gets fucking mowed down, so that whole plan went out the window. But we have like these nights where, like, especially like the video in the beginning, where it just seems like this camaraderie comes together in full circle. And to me, it feels just kind of effortless. Like, if I don't talk to Sully, if I don't talk to Outlaw, like, it would be like no different than if you lived, a mile away from me. Like, if I didn't talk to you for a month, fuck it. I didn't talk to you for a month. If I talked to you, you know what I mean? Like, there's no pressure to do any more than what you're willing to do. And I think that also, I mean, how many people don't have dudes like Sully that you could call and, you know what I mean? Like, people isolate in their house, and it's really an escape kind of thing. And the more and more I'm doing this, the more and more I'm realizing that.
And it is. I mean, we don't know. I mean, like, me and Sully were talking about this the other day. We don't know. We've never even met any of you guys. And
Right.
It feels like I've known you guys my whole life.
Totally.
Like,
Absolutely.
I mean, not everybody that comes through. I mean, you got people
get
that
it.
come and go, and there's other people in the Fo0H Tribe that I've never even spoke to.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and that's cool. That's awesome. I want it to be as big as we can possibly get it.
Right.
But we have our little group, maybe 10 guys that we all interchange and play, and it feels like I've known you guys. I've never even seen you.
Isn't that
other than
crazy?
me and P and
Have you met Paul?
no, and I was talking
no.
about
Yeah.
physically
Yeah,
seeing
me, like me, Deuce, and
Snapchat or whatever. Yeah.
yeah, because I'll tell you, when Thick came to visit, it was like surreal. It was like, I mean, how many times have you pictured somebody looking a certain way, and then when you see him, you're like, God damn, that guy's ugly. You know what I mean? You're like, that's like not at all what I pictured. And yeah, and I think the greatest part about just this little this dynamic is that it just kind of came together on its own. It happened by accident. It's all, I mean, we're a diverse group, and we all seem to get along in a way that most normal people wouldn't.
Right.
Yep. I agree.
So, I mean, like, what else do you think that we should? I mean, I think we're going on 30 minutes now because of the Sully breakdown and whatnot.
Yeah, I would
That's
say
gotta be in
there
the
was a
podcast.
good.
That
I would
better
I
be
would,
in the
I
damn
would say
podcast.
there was a good 8 minutes there of me in and out, and now we're sitting on 21 minutes. So
Yeah,
I
I
would
think
say altogether we've capped about 30.
I think we've captured what we've needed to capture. And Outlaw, outside of that, Outlaw, I know you got kids and you're running hard. I don't want to take any more time away from you. But Sully, you too. I appreciate it. I know you got kids and everybody's super busy, but I'll get this up hopefully before the end of the week. I mean, we've already got, with the 6 episodes that we launched, we already got 50 downloads. So that's good. And this week I opened up a Patreon account, and I'll share more at the outro how people can find out about it. You can join for free, and we'll figure out how that works later on. But at the end of the day, guys, what's the way that we say goodbye?
Get the fuck out of
Get
here!
the fuck
the
out of
fuck outta
here! You guys are the best. I appreciate you so much.
Hey,
Yeah,
man.
you too,
See
buddy.
in the zone.
Yeah, drop in.
All right, let's put a bow on this bitch. So now all of you know that anytime anything ever goes wrong, whose fault is it? It's Sully's. And now you're good to go. I mean, if that's all you get after listening to this podcast, I'm completely content. And, one of the things I wanted to make sure that everybody knew here on this outro is that we have started a Patreon account, and anybody can join, right? So it's free. You can come join. If you want to subscribe for $5, you can do that too to support the channel. If you wanted to subscribe to the podcast as well, you'll automatically be entered into, the paid subscriber portion of Patreon. So you can check us out at Patreon / the FoOH Tribe. And so we're in the process of just kind of figuring out what that all looks like. So the more people join, obviously, the better. You can also check us out at Apple Podcasts. Just do a search on the FoOH Tribe. Remember to spell it with FO0H Tribe. We are on TikTok at the FoOH Tribe as well, and we are on YouTube at the FoOH Tribe as well. And I've uploaded all my podcasts to the FoOH Tribe YouTube channel. You can also check us out on Spotify and Amazon Podcast as well. So, look, we appreciate you guys more than you know. My next episode is going to be with Miss Zona Love. She's like the one lasting female member of the FoOH Tribe that we love, and I'm going to be talking to her tonight. But we appreciate you guys more than you know. I say it all the time. I'll never stop saying it, but thanks for listening. Share it with a friend. Obviously, comment if you like what you hear, and we'll see you on the next one. And I almost forgot. Do me a favor. Just get the fuck out of here.